Hello and welcome to my video on changing the melody voice on a preset song on a Yamaha PSR E463 keyboard. There are 3 steps to changing the melody voice of one of the preset songs that comes built into this keyboard. Here's step 1. Press the song button and then using the rotary dial select one of the 27 preset songs, and I'll show you what these titles are in just a moment. This is step 1. Call up the song using the song button. Step 2, press the voice button and then rotate the dial to select the desired voice. And there are 758 different voices that come built into this keyboard. And you can choose any one of those 758 voices to be the melody of your preset song. That's step 2. Step 3, hold down the voice button for a couple of seconds to call up the song melody settings. A couple of seconds later, the melody voice will be displayed on your screen, showing you the new voice that you have selected in step 2. So that's it. Hold down the voice button and watch your screen. This song button is used to select any one of the 27 preset songs that come built into this keyboard. And these preset songs are put in here to allow you to demonstrate what this keyboard is really capable of. Here are how those songs are divided up. Songs 4 through 11 are songs that show off the different voices in the keyboard. Song 12 through 15 are songs that are piano solos. Songs number 16 through 20, these are songs that have the piano and other instruments, but it features the piano. Songs number 21 through 30 are songs that have a piano accompaniment. Now you notice that I skipped songs 1 through 3. These are special. These are demo songs, and you call these up by pressing the demo button, not the song button. So I'm going to ignore the demo songs. I'm only talking about the 27 voices that you can access with the song button. And here they are. Here are the songs that are the voice demo, and it shows off the saxophone, the organ, the harpsichord, the grand piano, songs that show off the drums. Then there are 4 songs that are piano solos: Maple Leaf Rag, Jeannie with the Light Brown Hair, For Elise. These are piano only. These are songs that feature the piano but have other instruments in them. Amazing Grace, Scarborough Fair, Old Folks at Home. And then finally, songs number 21 through 30. These are songs that have 5 other instruments in them but feature a piano. Rock piano, salsa, gospel, slow rock and roll. So you can call up any one of these 27 preset songs using the song button. So this is what your screen looks like. For example, if I select song number 12, that's the Maple Leaf Rag, this is what I see on the screen. Here is song number 013, Jeannie with the Light Brown Hair. So it shows you the song number and a very abbreviated version of what the title is. This is the Maple Leaf rag. Okay? Now, when you select another preset song, the melody voice that you previously selected before will be erased or canceled out. So every time you choose a new song, you start over and you have to go in and select another voice for that. Nothing is saved, nothing is remembered. Now, you can also load in a song, which is actually a MIDI file, that you have stored on your USB thumb drive, and you can change the melody voice in any one of those songs that you've stored out here on your thumb drive. This is a picture of my thumb drive, and I currently have 381 songs stored on this thumb drive. Now, technically, these are all MIDI files. And by the way, not to get too technical, but all of these preset songs, these are actually MIDI songs, MIDI files. And we can go in and change the voice of one of the MIDI tracks in those songs. That's what we're changing. Now, does it always correctly select the voice that is playing the melody? Are you guaranteed that if you go through this process, you will change the melody voice? The answer is no. And this is what I don't like about this thing. You have no guarantee whatsoever that you have access to, or you can actually change the melody voice. It all depends on the person that created the file to begin with. It depends on what track he put the melody in. It could be in track 1, it could be in track 3, who knows? So what I'm saying is there is no guarantee that you're going to be able to actually change the melody track. You'll change some instruments, but it's not 100% guaranteed that this method will always change the melody. Most of the time you will. Some of the times you won't. Now, because these are MIDI tracks, there are actually 6 different tracks, and on the screen it looks like this. Here I'm looking at the 6 tracks, and what I'm saying is I may be changing the voice in track number 1, but it may turn out that the melody is actually stored over here in track number 3. And I'm going to show you a song where that's exactly the case. We will be changing the melody in track 2, I should say, we'll be changing the voice in track 2, but unfortunately the melody is being played in track 3. And there's nothing you can do about this. There's no way you can overwrite this. You have no control. I don't have any control on which track is actually changed. Okay? And these are the buttons, so I can turn on and turn off these tracks. That's how I figured out which track is playing the melody. I called up a song and I played it, and I turned off the tracks and listened to it, and I could figure out which track the melody was recorded in. Okay. So, let's go to the E463 keyboard, and I'll turn on my other camera. And I'm going to load 3 or 4 different songs and let you hear what it sounds like when I change the voice of the melody track. Okay? Let's go to the keyboard. Here we are now at the Yamaha PSR E463 keyboard. Here's my song button. Here's my voice button. Here's my rotary dial to select, and over here is the play button. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do 4 songs. I'm going to select my first song, so I press Song, and I'm going to dial in Genie with the Light Brown Hair. It happens to be song number 13. So I've used my rotary wheel and I've dialed up 013, and it says Genie. Let's listen to it. Ready? right, that is obviously a grand piano. So let's change that voice from a grand piano to violin strings. Step 1, press the voice button. Second, dial in the violin strings, which happens to be 070. I wrote that down. And it says strings, and it sounds. So now I press and hold voice, press, hold, and my screen says song, melody, voice, and I let go. So I've just changed the melody voice from a piano to strings. Let's play the song again. All right. Let's go to the next song, Scarborough Fair. So I'm pressing song, and according to my list, it's song 19. This is all built in. These songs come with the keyboard. So it says 019 Scarborough. Let's listen to it. That's the intro. A piano playing the melody. And we'll stop. Let's change that piano playing the melody to a cello. So I select voice, and I dial in the cello voice, which happens to be 82. So I'm looking for 82. Here it is, 082 cello. Sounds like this. And now I press and hold voice, and my screen says song, melody, voice, and I let go. Now let's play the song, but I've changed it from a piano to a cello. Nothing else changed, just that one voice. Here it comes. All right, let's go to the third song, Old Folks at Home. So I'm pressing voice. This happens to be song number 20. So I dial in 020 and it says at home. And now let's play it to hear what it sounds like originally. And a piano is playing the melody. All right, let's change that piano playing the melody to a sweet trumpet. So I press voice, and now I have to dial in a sweet trumpet. And according to my cheat sheet, is number 109. 109. Here's what it sounds like. So now I press and hold voice. My screen says song, melody, voice scrolling across. I let go. And let's play it. Trumpet playing the lead. Okay, for my last song, I'm going to go out here to the USB thumb drive that's plugged into the back of my keyboard. And on this thumb drive, I have 383 songs. Technically, these are all MIDI files, but we'll call them songs. So I'm going to press Song, and I'm going to dial up 078. And this is an old Buddy Holly hit. That'll Be the Day. And let's listen to it. So this is coming off of my USB thumb drive. Good old rock and roll. All right, so I'm going to change the melody to a pipe organ. So I press Voice, and I dial in the pipe organ, which happens to be 032. Got that written down. And it sounds like this. And now I'll press and hold Voice for a couple of seconds. Ready? Press. And it says Song, Melody, Voice. And I let go. And now I play it. But it turns out I haven't changed the melody voice. Listen. Here's the deal. The melody is not in the track that I changed. Turns out I changed track number 2. So track number 2 has a pipe organ. Let me prove it. Let me turn off all the tracks except track number 2. Ready? I'm going to start playing, and then I'll turn off every track except 2. Not yet. There's my pipe organ. It's in track 2. The melody is in track 4. So, this little system works most of the time, but as I said in my slideshow, not all the time. It turns out whoever programmed this MIDI song did not put the melody in track 1 where normally people would put it. They put it in track 4. Unfortunately, my little technique here changed the instrument in track number 3. So, that's the one thing I really don't like about this little technology or this technique. You have no guarantee that you're really going to change the melody. Most of the time you will, but sometimes you don't. So I hope this is helpful. Now at least when you go and read that paragraph in the owner's manual, you'll know what it's all about. Thank you for watching, and be well.